Suspension of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights can be suspended in the case of national emergency as mentioned under the Article 352. The rights mentioned under the Article 20 and 21 can never be suspended. Constitutional emergency and financial emergency cannot affect the fundamental rights. Only the national emergency fundamental rights are suspended. But the rights mentioned under Article 20 and 21 can never be suspended. Then status of writs in other countries. The modified names of certiorari. Modifying names of certiorari is the quashing orders. Then mandamus is mandatory orders and prohibition is prohibiting orders. Are mentioned under a new civil procedure rules 1998 known as quashing orders, mandatory orders and prohibiting orders respectively. Now we will see what is the party system and write the merits and demerits of the multi-party system. Party system. A party system is a concept concerning the system of the government by political parties in a democratic country. How many parties are present in a country and how the parties work and how they hold power and then collapse. Such is studied in the party system. Means party system is a concept concerning the system of a government, how the government is formed, which type of the government is there, how they form alliance, how the government is collapsed. Such study we have to do in the party system. Now in party system there are different systems. First is the single or a one party system, then dual and multi-party system. Single or a one party system means is a type of a unitary state in which one political party has the right to form the government. In this system, country is ruled by a single political party and only one party is so powerful that there is no chance to gain power. Example, the North Korea's Workers' Party of Korea, then China's Communist Party of China and Cuba Communist Party of Cuba. These are the single party systems example and these parties are very powerful in that area. Then the merits of single party system is that in party system when there is only one party, one group, one thought, one aim, one ideology, so there is no rivals and fights. Because as there is a one party, so there are no competitors, no disputes and no conflicts. Responsibility can be imposed on the one party leader very easily. It is very easy for citizens to evaluate whether the party is working or not in a favor of citizens. In emergency, it becomes easy for the government to take decisions because nobody is going to oppose them. Means another party is not present in the single party system. Then in emergency, war, the one ruling dominant person is essential to save our country. The leaders of the party don't need to depend on other leaders for their suggestions and to deal with their criticism because there is only one political party. These are the merits. Next are the demerits of single party system. In democracy, there are many men, so many thoughts. So problems are different and problems are many. There is a difference. Discrimination is present in the society. There are different groups, religions present in society. So every group should have the representative in the government. But when there is only one political party, then how can we say that this party will do work in favor of all classes? It can do only work for only specific groups or for the groups who are in the majority. So single party system is against the democracy. It is against the nature. Second point, the party system is like a dictatorship because the other side is if the political party don't work for the welfare of the society, then what can we do? Because there is no other political party, so you have to vote to this party only. Means as there is no opposition party, so this party will work according to their mind. If they have to work, then only they will work. If they don't, then they cannot work. And as they are not having any pressure of not losing the elections because there is only single party system. This is the main advantage. So one party system leads to dominantship. As there are many groups, communities present in society, but there is only one party system present in the parliament, so it is not able to cover all the problems of these communities, and there is no control on this party. The government will work carelessly, as there will be no opposition criticism. There will be no limits for their work. If other parties are present, then they will criticize the ruling party. So this leads to the ruling party to work fairly and honestly, because if they don't work properly, then people will vote other parties in the next election. So this is the pressure present on the ruling party when there are other political parties present in society. But as there is a single party system, so there is no pressure. Then in emergency period, as there is only one party present in the country, so it becomes easy for the enemy state to capture the party, to capture the political party, and can make them corrupt. So who will save our country when the main party is captured by enemy? So in single party system, this is also the main advantage. If there are 2 or 3 parties, and if the main party is captured or being corrupt by the other countries, then also 2 or 3 other parties are also present to work in the favor of the country. So single party system's main disadvantage is this. Then as there is one party system, so there is no discussion, criticism, deep discussion, debates, conversations and oppositions. So the bills, laws will not make properly by the party. So here we have completed the first concept, single party system or the one party system. Next is the two party system.